What's up MMO fans, ex-MMORPG here bringing you our latest video review, this time for the upcoming free-to-play title Tera Online. Obviously it's already available in a pay-to-play capacity and has recently changed to the free-to-play mode in Korea, which has been met with a lot of success. There's an article about it, I'll link it in the comment below. I know nothing. I know very little about the game, I've barely checked it, I haven't played anything so far, so you're seeing everything as I'm seeing it. As you can see, there's 7 classes, which is quite a good selection for a free-to-play game. There is currently a free 7-day trial, and I believe it's only a week or 2 before it comes out, so it's quite easy to jump in the game right now. I'm quite boring, I'm going to go with a human. It's worth noting most of the classes also have male and female, and also the classes are not restricted to race, so you can have the same classes on each race, so it doesn't really matter who you pick, it's all about appearance. Although they do have certain stats down here in the classes, that is. Again, I'm quite boring, so I usually go, that'll do. Big 2-handed sword, that's me. Oh, pre-built appearance. This guy's head doesn't really seem to fit his body. It's quite a strange look. As you can see in the video, the character creation is actually quite in depth. There's a lot of choices in terms of facial bits, facial features, facial hair, all that kind of jazz. You can even go in and edit all that stuff quite fully. I'll probably do it if I was going to stick around and play the game, but this is just for the review purposes. So, different armors you can see on your character here. I'll just quickly go and show you a more heavy armoured class, because I'm sure they're probably better looking. Nope, it's the same, never mind. I'll go ahead and roll a Slayer. Let's hope ex-MMORPG is free. Do. Why can't I select finish? Okay, maybe it doesn't like that name. Or that one. Or that one. What's going on? Does not like my character. There you go, I'll go for this hairy fella here. Hairy fella. Still nothing. Not really sure what's going on there. I've just restarted the game client, so hopefully that'll fix the issue. I'll try a different server too. Maybe the server was under heavy load. That one will do. No, medium. The graphics are set on the highest as long as they're saved. Yeah, you can see here they're all on max. So what you see here is pretty much the best the game can do. Lots of loading so far, not much gameplay. Go for human again, male again, Slayer again. Any appearance will do. Okay. There we go, at least it tells me this time. What do I use for a name? I don't even know. Can't use spaces. Jesus Christ. God. Jeebus. I'm at a loss here. I have no idea what to do. Oh! Yes. That's brilliant. Jesus Christ. So all of the random names I did, yeah. Oh, you can play the controller, that's nice. Go with the keyboard approach, I think. You've literally seen as much as I have. I've not been in the game. Usually I'll go in and pre-level a little bit, get used to the start of it, but I'm just going to show you the sort of basic combat mechanics in the tutorial, so you can have an idea what to expect if you join the free-to-play when it comes out. More loading. I can't believe I had to name my character that. I hate characters with names like that, and I was actually forced to do it. Here we go. Typical quest interface. As usual, everyone skips the story. Why bother, right? So far, very standard quest hub approach. Run into town, grab all the quests you find, head out and do all the quests in the same place.
This isn't my first rodeo. Let me share some ancient lore.
Well, that was an intense quest.
Feel the force of magic.
Graphics in game aren't actually as impressive as I thought they'd be, considering the opening cinematic and that, but maybe it's a bit too early to judge.
Not my fault.
I want to test the combat system you boast so much about. I don't want to spend my entire time talking to these weird NPCs that wear funky clothes. Is that even clothing or just
Stop
tattoos?
me if you've heard this one. For the
I think
Federation.
she's practically naked. I'll put this jazz on. Item system's nice, to the point, tells you which is better very quickly. I do like stuff like that. Sword detail pretty cool too.
Show me what you've got.
It's got quite a Warhammer feel this starting town. There's lots of NPCs that don't seem to need to be there, and fortifications and the likes.
I'm hungry, angry, tired. You?
Yeah, I'm hungry, angry and tired too. Let me fight something.
You don't look familiar.
Oh, this is a different logo. Maybe I get to fight something. Find the cave entrance and go inside. That's peculiar. M doesn't bring up a map, it brings up your UI. Oh, so you're not going to give me a toolbar about that, you're going to let me read them. Okay. It's a healing spell. Healing spell. Screw it. Let's go on auto run at least. I'll just let him work his way over there. Oh, jumping. That's me thinking that's the cave entrance. Oh no, up here I see. Yes, I know how to jump. You've told me multiple times. Excuse me. Apparently on level 20. According to that up there. I don't want to use a media potion. Well, go on then, I will. There you go. Look, I'll be a rebel and use another one. Guess I've got to go over here. Big arrow's quite blatant. Slightly faster climbing animation would have been appreciated. Red dots. This looks good. We might get a fight, people. We might get a fight. Eventually. Jesus, get up there, man. You said that 10 minutes ago. No, I'm just going to use them. Demonic zombies. Let's dance. I think this may actually work better with a control pad, to be honest. The mouse seems a little bit unresponsive. As you can see, I'm using the left click is basically your basic attack. This one here. Right click is a roll, so evasive. The overhead strike appears to be a conditional attack. Well, I guess I can fall off there. I don't want to do that. Yeah, the overhead one can only be used when the prompt is displayed on screen. What do with the lock on? Is there a lock on button? Kill the bird. Or not. It appears to be a different spacebar abilities depending on the condition you've activated, so that's quite a cool little approach. Well, first impressions weren't amazing, but I must admit the more I play, the more intrigued I am. I've only got select abilities here. And that's quite a bizarre little man there. I'd imagine with a quicker class you can probably chain these together a little bit easier. This guy's animations are quite slow and clunky, which makes it a bit difficult to time them right. But that one definitely hurts. Where's the charge one? Which one's that? F3. There's an option for mouse sensitivity. That might help in this situation, I think. Doesn't appear so. Shrink the UI down a little bit though. That'll do. Oh, big fat guy. Let's take this one on. You can see that it's giving you tips on combination attacks on the screen as you're playing, which is quite nice. No idea what happened there. Yeah, as you keep telling me, whirlwind's effective. I'll use that just here to show you. Definitely when you went close to death here. Let's run around for a minute. If you have fun, when you're zoomed in too close, you don't seem to be able to target them correctly, and when you're zoomed out too far, you seem to lose a lot of the aspect of control. Oh, that's alien that I'm supposed to be looking for. Don't run away, heal me. Bloody NPC. Yes, come on, let's talk more kill. Let's go, let's go. Oh, I should probably wait. Nah, screw it. Charge! Keep pressing space to dodge. Oh, the space bar is basically just the quick way to do the combo attacks without any buttons. Just turn it down a bit more, hopefully you'll be able to hear me a little bit easier. Oh, that hurt. I appear to be poisoned, I'm assuming. This guy has quite the HP. Stop targeting me, damn it. Jesus. Well, despite the fact the first 5-10 minutes were nothing but walking around, it's definitely picked up on the action scale. That hurt. And so did that. And I'm just gonna let these guys deal with this.
Our forces on the island of Dawn were wiped out, and Elion, the expedition leader, is missing in action. Elion is one of Velkion's greatest heroes, so the Federation's high command planned a search. But Samael, commander of the forces in Velica, urged caution. The Federation can't spare troops with so many battles raging on the Argonne front. Elion's brother, Leander, demanded action and set out for the island of Dawn.
That's enough of the story crap. At least you can see there is story. It does use familiar art themed cutscenes rather than that of the traditional movie style. Cheaper and easier, I suppose, on the company's part. I was hoping to show you guys a little bit about the character progression or something at some point. I don't appear to have leveled up yet, but it was quite strange to start at level 20, so maybe you get amnesia and forget all your skills.
The island of Dawn. Now we'll see some action.
Patience, recruit. Whatever's on that island wiped out the first expedition. It's a graveyard for the arrogant.
Ha! A graveyard for anyone who dares to cross swords with me, maybe.
That'll do. Oh, there we go. I guess I was playing like a background. Yes, it's the Protea. Gosh, yes, of course. And now I have even less abilities. That's brilliant. And more of that boring quest crap again. Don't know why MMOs continue to do this. Nobody enjoys this bit. Unless you can get your sword out. So you can see the area design is quite fantastical. The graphics do look a little better when it's a bit more colourful rather than the doom and gloom of the third area. What is this red thing over here? If you're not going to bother to give me voiceovers, I ain't going to bother to read it. Very similar MMO setup, so you can see on the right there your quest log demonstrating all the quests you've got at the minute. Those auto walks, no they're not, so at least you have to actually walk to your quest yourself, which is nice. Well, the combat is quite interesting. I did enjoy the fighting, but it wasn't enough to suck me straight into the game. I must admit, if I wasn't doing the review right now, I'd probably just back off a little bit and try it out another time. It's not very engaging to begin with. I'm not much of a story man. Obviously, if you do appreciate the story in games, then you might enjoy that a bit more. But after my foray into the Old Republic, I kind of gave up on story too.
Feel the core's power.
Alright, back to the combat. Let's have a look how it is when you're not so overwhelmed. All I've got access to is the... oh, that was easy. Oh, these guys sound a little bit too cute to be killing. Let's try these big guys. Dodging is real time, as you can see. It doesn't rely on animations to connect or anything. It's more about the area and the vicinity you're in when they attack, which again is nice. It's not the cheap typical JRPG feel that we've got. I really don't like games that start you with a ton of abilities and then restrict you straight afterwards, because you end up just getting bored in the first 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going to kill you and all of your babies. Yes, die, die, die. That's more like it. Chief that. I've quite liked that fight, so I'm probably gonna let's attract a few more here, shall we? See if I can survive this. Are they all coming? Nice. Oh. Probably focus on these big guys really, but they're not doing too much damage either. Oh, I'm pissed off the deer. Are you going to charge or just sit there? No, he's just going to chill. You do have to press F for each item, which is a bit of a pain. Well, that's probably enough of that. You've seen a fair bit of the combat at the start of the game. You've seen the story introduction. The tutorial is quite in your face on the screen. You've also seen that, which I suppose is nice for some players. Obviously you do have guilds and crafting and stuff like that. This is obviously only an introductory video in preparation for the free-to-play change. We will be featuring a more in-depth video when the free-to-play change happens. Again, I think that's coming in the next couple of weeks. It's not too far off. I'll get some more information for you guys and put it up on the site shortly. If you want to check the website, it's www.xmmorpg.com. Same on Facebook, facebook.com/xmmorpg. We host regular game giveaways recently for titles like Dofus and City of Steam beta code, so if you want some free stuff, check out the giveaway page. We do new reviews every week and publish the very latest news every single day of the week, so make sure you come back and check, and I will catch you next week for a more in-depth look at Tera Online. Thanks for watching.